Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Love is Blind, Season 6, Episode 9. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, I guess Chelsea and Jimmy are cool now. He's back in the apartment. She told him that leaving was not cool. He said, I left because you said you were. She's like, well, I didn't even know where this conversation was stemming from. From you, Chelsea. It's stemming from you. I'm so sick of hearing these two go round and about. I'm really sick of it. I really am. He said if he thought she was clingy, he wouldn't even be there. She tells him, you need to work on your delivery and I need to work on my emotions. No, you need to work on your insecurities and go get some therapy. And he needs to work on being honest because he's a liar. And the end of episode 8 proved it. Now, it could just be Jessica throwing salt in the game, but I really feel like Jimmy is a liar. He said he loves her and wants to be with her. He loves her more now that he's met her friends. These two are nauseating. Now I'm sure they're going to have sex to make up. Let's move on. Jeremy and Laura. So they're at home getting ready for him to meet her parents. She's telling him what her parents like and what they're like. And she said they love each other. But basically, they're settled now. But she wants more than what they have. She doesn't want humdrum. Let me tell you something. Later on in life, I'm just wanting a person I can laugh with, eat good with, and people watch with when I get a certain age. And you live in your own house. And we will watch TV and we will discuss with each other on the damn phone. I don't ever want to live with a man again. I'm sticking by that. I'm never going to vary from that. I do want to have a companion, but I do not want to be married, and I do not want to live with a man. So I feel like if they've been married all these years and they're settled and it works for them, there's nothing wrong with that. Every day is not going to be hip, hip, hooray. It's just not going to be. And I just realized, Laura, that we didn't get to see your place. We saw Jeremy's, though. So her parents arrived with her brother and her sister-in-law. She's telling them about their first date and how he's getting used to her talking smack. So her mom is asking why he went on Love is Blind. Tala. He said he had had bad dating experiences, but Love is Blind does psych evals and background checks. So what's the worst that can happen? Matthew and that guy from last season. And he was also a crazy. So what kind of psych evals are they doing? Like, what is this? I'm not understanding. Moving forward. So Laura brings up Sarah Ann. Now, why is she talking about Sarah Ann? I have no idea. Why would you bring this up in front of your people? She was like, yeah, I mean, she DM'd him and he liked it. And I'm like, okay, you were the main one talking about how your exes embarrassed you. Now you embarrassing him? Okay. So then mom asked how she knew that she liked him. So she's going on and on about this checklist and all this kind of stuff. Laura is a lot. A lot. And when they went into the confessional, Laura's mom said she really did like Jeremy. Her dad said if he puts her on a pedestal, she's going to walk all over him. They go outside and they're talking. So her mom is talking to her and telling her that they kind of talk crazy to each other. And, you know, they want to make it down the aisle. So what is going on? But she wants to know why Laura hates his Hawaiian shirts. Now, Laura is going on and on about why she hates the Hawaiian shirts. Ever since high school, it just gives me the ick. It's just something about it. Now, nobody is on her side with that. Girl, as long as he's not wearing them every day, let that man have his Hawaiian shirts on vacation. 17 days until wedding. Now, I'm happy that her family wasn't just appeasing her and be like, yeah, Laura, you're right. Those Hawaiian shirts, they suck. Her sister-in-law was like, girl, your brother likes Hawaiian shirts. If that's something that he loves, then I love that for him. You're going to be fine. Amy and Johnny. So they go on a date to do bachata. So baby, they go to the dance class of it all. I love that Johnny is actually trying new things. They're dancing 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. We can move on, child. AD and Clay. So she's meeting his mom and his sister. Now I noticed when his mom walked in that Clay didn't get up and embrace his mama. I ain't like that, baby. That's giving red flags. Because baby, do you have mommy issues? Why are you still seated and your mama is in the building? You need to get up and greet your mama. They sit down, they're talking about what they did today. AD is telling them that she runs a nightclub. She's a VIP manager and she's a realtor. She said that one day she wants to like be a property manager. She wants to be a landlord. She wants to flip properties. And his mom said, well, that's great because Clay is also an entrepreneur. Okay, listen, y'all. Y'all were on the live and y'all said that y'all can see Carlton in Clay. And I have to admit, this episode, I did see some of Carlton's mannerisms. I said, oh, okay, that's what they're talking about. Because it's not his looks. He don't look nothing like Carlton. But I did see some of his mannerisms so I can see what y'all talking about. So anywho, that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. But they're talking about Clay not using the time that he has off wisely. And he doesn't come home all the time. These people love to stay in their own apartments. If y'all want to stay in y'all own apartments, honey, y'all shouldn't sign up for this show. He said he wants things to be convenient for his business and he doesn't think it's a big deal. She hasn't started working yet. She just started. She's in the nightlife. He has a different set of hours. They're having an issue with time. So AD tells him, look, work isn't the problem. It's not. He said, well, what's the problem then? Oh, baby, it's a snapping turtle. Baby, please don't snap. Baby, please don't snap. You ain't got no damn respect. Not you gonna snap at this woman in front of your mama. So his mama kind of leaned back like, oh, child, what is going on? His mom said, well, as someone who was married for 24 years, I think I'm going to give you my unsolicited advice. His mom said that they need to give each other grace. She chimes in and tells him that he needs to make the time if she's important, period. You make the time. And that AD needs to give Clay some grace. She's like, yeah, I'm telling them, 23 years, that's a nice run. Meanwhile, Clay over there sitting with this knowledge that he used to go out and cheat with his daddy. Job, please, I wouldn't listen to nothing that's going on at this table. Y'all hear me? Moving forward. I think his mom offers some good advice, but at the same dang on time, I do not think that her son is ready for marriage. And clearly, she can see it. Chelsea and Jimmy. So she's meeting his female friends. I said, oh, Lord, baby, Chelsea is going to have a conniption fit when she meets these female friends. She is going to whine until every last one of them go away. Every last one of them. She always acts like it's so cool until they get along. Why doesn't Jimmy have any male friends? And why you just met these friends 5 minutes ago? Don't nobody else like you? What is happening? So they all sit down. They're asking Chelsea questions. They asked about how she knew she was ready to be married again because she had told them she had been married and he had lived with a woman before. She was like, well, I've matured and I've healed. Are you sure? Is the healing in the room with us? When did you heal and when did you mature? Girl, you turn into a child every time you don't feel safe. I mean, literally, your voice turns into that of a baby. When did you mature and heal? Okay. So they're talking and Chelsea said, well, he cried during sex. I was like, what now? Child, I know I want that good, child. So then she tells them that he said that she was clingy. His friend said, clingy? Well, that Jimmy acts like he can't survive without the person that he's with. So I'm trying to figure out how he gonna call you clingy. Chelsea, this should further let you know that he is not feeling you because the way that they make it sound, he be all over his people. Whoever his partner is, he's all over them. He acts like he can tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air when they go to work. So if he doesn't want to do that with you, that means he's not into you in that way. And I had an epiphany as I was watching Jimmy. Okay, I give Jimmy a hard time. But really and truly, Jimmy is looking to not hurt Chelsea's feelings on this here TV. Although his feelings are not real and he's lying through his teeth, he doesn't want to make her look crazy on TV. And for that, I commend him. I really do. Because I had to sit back and really think about it. And I said, you know what? At every turn, besides the time he was turned up in AD's face, at every turn, he's trying to reassure her and reaffirm her that he's okay. And Kenneth the whole time is the actual villain. So I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, although, Jimmy is a scumbag and you got to watch him because why were you trying to follow up in Jessica's mentions and requests and everything else? The fact that he is not just flat out saying mean things to Chelsea and making her feel bad and constantly bringing up the Megan Fox thing. I commend him for that. So Jimmy, I'm going to give you a little grace. Okay. I'm going to give you a little grace for now. They asked how she felt about him having female friends, and she's giving this speech, honey. She's speaking her speech, but I don't know if I buy anything that Chelsea says. She's a great pretender. Chelsea will get in your face and act like everything is okay. And as soon as she gets in that car, they're going to argue all the damn way home. Amy and Johnny. So his family is there at the shared apartment. They all look just alike. Him and his sisters could be quadruplets. I'm talking about they all look just alike. So they're talking about how, they felt about each other. His family loved Amy. Johnny and Amy are so cute together. They really are. Now, I hope that her dad doesn't stand in the way of it. But I like them together. His family is so sweet. I really like their interaction. Moving forward. Laura and Jeremy. So, baby, they back at the shared apartment. He's on his phone with his sunglasses on. She comes downstairs, clearly upset. She sits down. She said, "Are you going to wear your sunglasses in the house?" He takes them off. She said, "Friday night you and your boys went out to eat. Oh, but they hung out. But you came home around 3. Yes, you did. If 6 of y'all went out, then 4 of you were really cheap. Yeah. 'Cause only 2 of you had dinner. I found your credit card receipt." I'm just playing. But baby, she did go Whitney Houston on that. Do you hear me? But let's get into what she really said, honey. I couldn't resist, baby. Laura ate him up. Now, I do not care for Laura, but baby, she got him all the way together. Now, let's get into it. She said he left at 10:45 and came home at 5 a.m. He said he went to a karaoke bar, but the plans changed. So they said, let's go to Lost and Found. On the way to Lost and Found, they sent him a text message, one of the guys from the pods, and said, "You know what? Sarah Ann is in the building." He said, "I started to turn around, but I said, you know what? I'm going to go over there and see what all's going on." He said he went in, she came up to him, she hugged him, she walked away. And he was like, "What is this?" But he later found out that she was upset about a lot of things. So they hung back and talked until 5 o'clock. Hung back. Hung back where? The bar doesn't let you stay until the sun rises so y'all can talk about how much there is to talk about. And what do y'all even have to say to each other? She said, "So you stayed talking until 5? He said, "Yes. I mean, I had my location on." She said, "Okay, your location was on, but I was sleeping. So what was I supposed to do? Be up all night watching your car on the location?" He said, "Well, I had the location on." She's mad because all he had to do was shut it down when Sarah Ann DM'd him the first damn time. But he didn't. So she tells him straight up, "I don't believe you." So she's going off on him, saying that she hasn't brought him any of that, but she has to deal with his BS. He's steady talking about this location. She's telling him the location doesn't matter. She said, "So where were you?" He said, "In the parking lot." Jeremy, be so for real. Be so for real. You are lying through your rabbit teeth. She tells him, "No, you weren't. No, you weren't." He said, "There's like an alley and then it cuts off and then the alley turns in. I was on the south." She said, "No, you were not. You were up north. And that's where Sarah Ann lives." Ooh, wee. She said she knew since 5 a.m. that he was down to Sarah Ann's house, baby. How stupid can you be? The slime buckets are in full effect on episode 9, baby. This is a fool. So, Jeremy, you had your location on and you were too loose and too lit to remember to turn it off so that she didn't see you in the general vicinity of Sarah Ann's home? Okay. And I don't know who you think in their right mind would believe that you were talking to someone in the parking lot until 5 a.m. Now, granted, I've done it before. Because when the conversation is good, baby, the conversation is good. But we were also kissing in that parking lot up until 5 a.m. So then the audacity of you to stay out beyond all night. It would be different. Well, it really wouldn't be different because you're a cheater and you're a liar. You stayed out until 5 a.m. So she gets up and she walks out. She said, "You know what? I have to go and meet your mom. And I don't have anything nice to say about you. And I'm not about to sit in your mom's face and be fake." So she gets up and she walks out. And she said, "I want out." You know what? If he's already lying and sneaking around, then it's time to go. It's time to pack it the hell up and it's time to go. He's a cheater and a liar and he's conniving. And he's the world's dumbest criminal. Because why do you have your location on, but your location is on as you cheat? And you know what? It's very funny though, because here's Laura encouraging Jessica to come in between Chelsea and Jimmy. Meanwhile, Jeremy is still lurking with Sarah Ann. And that was the end of the episode. Baby, Laura very calmly and casually gathered all the evidence, presented it, and blew up the spot. But Laura, I feel like this is a little bit of karma, because why are you suggesting that Jessica come in between Chelsea and Jimmy? I feel like you and Jeremy were orchestrating this little reunion between the two of them. Because truth be told, Jessica is your girl and you really wanted her to win and you ain't fooling me. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.